So then you finally did it. You finally achieved destroying all of these ships, right? All of these are giving you huge rewards when you destroy them. Although you were here forever docking at the station, repairing yourselves, docking at the station, repairing yourselves, but every single one of these ships seems to have dropped some items for us to loot. So maybe we could start looting them, and then we could come back and salvage them later. Maybe it would be worth salvaging them. Then we could go, I think we bought a salvager, or we could just check the regional market to buy salvagers to save us from going to a station. That makes sense. And then maybe tractor beams or something. Maybe we could afford tractor beams. Maybe like 2 tractor beams and 3 salvagers. So just have a different fit. So he gave us 27,000 worth of loot. Not too good. Well, it's a lot better than the lower level things, right? They just give you 1,000. These give you 15,000. So maybe 10 times. And then our missiles are going to have to reload. Our shields are already at half shields. And our afterburners aren't really speeding us up too much. So we could fit the Kamerat for salvaging and looting or something. Just because it has a higher movement speed. So maybe we'll do that for the video too. We'll set up your old ship for actually doing something again. Just missiles are going to take 30 seconds to reload. And our shields are doing alright, so it looks like we might even have to dock up again. No, maybe we could destroy him before then. We'll just shoot the missiles and then hopefully destroy the target. So just metal scraps. That's what the small wrecks usually give. Got our shields. We destroyed the last enemy, so we finally completed the quest. Finally did everything. So then maybe now we should just go back to where the Kamerat is. The Kamerat's actually in Jeddah though, so maybe we don't want to do that. Give us 45,000 to loot. Or maybe we don't want to come back and salvage everything. Or maybe we do. Yeah, we'll just make a salvaging fit quick. So maybe we could go to Jeddah or something. 3 jumps away, so that's pretty far. Where's the agent at? Maybe we'll put a salvaging ship where the agent is. So we could say the agency, well, we could just go to the quest we're working on, right? This is the quest. We could go to the agent. Destination, right? We could go start conversation or read details. Location, that's just going to show us the location. Click on the question mark and say start conversation, and then set the destination to whoever gave us the quest. And then we could set up this ship to stay there, and then we could go back to Jeddah to maybe fit a salvaging ship. That makes sense. I think we have enough money. It shouldn't be too expensive. Maybe we could leave the Kamerat how it is, considering that's just a 1 million ship we could fly. If we ever lose this ship, no, we can't afford to replace this ship, then we'll always have the Kamerat at the home base to run level 1 missions. Or we have the Industrial to run level 3 distribution missions, which actually should be level 4 distribution missions pretty soon. Oh, 4.5. So our standings is going up a lot slower. So we could just go dock at the station, and then we'll leave this ship here, and hopefully we could go get a better ship. So hopefully there's some kind of ship we could just buy at the station to just go fly in that. And that way we'll have a combat ship at the agent station, and then a salvaging ship at the agent station. And then I guess yeah, if we're ever at another station, we could just fly to where the salvaging ship is, because we created it. So we'll just dock up at the station here, and then we'll try to see if we could find a replacement ship. So we go to the regional markets, probably after we dock.
Docking permission requested.
Just want to start looking at ships. We just want a temporary ship to fly. Maybe Caldari. We don't want cruisers. We don't want anything super expensive. We just basically want like a shuttle or something. Frigates, shuttles, Caldari. So let's sort by in the station, show only available. So there is a Amar shuttle here. Maybe we could fly it. Oh yeah, the requirements are just what? Spaceship Command 1, so everyone can fly every shuttle. So just try to find a cheap ship in the station, right? You could get a standard frigate Galante, although you can't fly that one. So considering this is in the station, right, we're just gonna buy this one. 28,000 usually, 30,000. That's all right. So we managed to find a shuttle in the station, so we could buy the shuttle. And then we go to the inventory. We could keep the ship here just how it is. Go to the ship hangar. Go to the shuttle. Or if the shuttle's in another station, I mean, just fly your ship to the station that the shuttle is in. Right? Just go to regional market region. Just look for ships here, just basically looking for a shuttle to travel around quick. Maybe, it doesn't matter what race it is, it could be Amara, Caldari shuttle, or Galante, or Minimatar, because there is some in the same system, right? If it wasn't in this station, you could just undock, or just be a one jump over, you could find all of these shuttles, apparently. Well, there's a whole bunch in this system, yep. So just find the shuttle, go fly the shuttle. And then we're just going to go to Jeddah to make a salvaging ship. And a loot collecting ship, I guess. I guess we get tractor beams on it. We probably could afford. So we'll just go to personal assets if we had something at Jeddah. And then we could set the destination there. Then we could just go fly there. So the shuttle, you're not going to be able to fit anything on it, right? You can't fit anything on it. Although it's a super small ship, so it's super hard to target for most people. And, yeah, the only really thing you could carry is like blueprints. So people might target you because they might think your ship is carrying millions and millions worth of blueprints, or even billions of blueprints or skill books or something. But actually, you're not. So if they destroy you, they lose their ship and their time, and they have to go fix up their ship again and dock, and then see that you didn't have any blueprints, and then all you would have to do is go to the regional market and be like, oh geez, I have to replace my $30,000 shuttle, and just go find another shuttle like this, and then just try to fly a shuttle to the trade hub, and just jump through the Stargate. So maybe we'll just record jumping to the Stargate, because this ship, it's going to have a really fast align time, a really fast warping speed too, I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and you can see from killing the enemies, you get credit. You get a bounty for killing enemies in space. So if you're looking like maybe transactions. Oh, bounty prize. So the corporation claims some of the tax from killing the bounties. So I don't think a player-owned corporation does. So you can see just killing those enemies in space, you're like 113,000, 40,000, 185,000. And the last take was like 445,000, so we got a whole bunch of rewards for those. So then we could just go to Jeddah. We could go dock at the station. Now we'll just quickly make a cheap fit. Yeah, maybe it's not too far. So we'll just see how long the video is, because I guess we could make them longer. We don't know. The other ones were like 20 minutes, but it was just dealing with combat, and this one's going to deal with fitting your ship and what to do with this super ridiculous combat mission that took you probably hours to do. I don't know if it was hours. It said 5 hours when we started doing it. But we were doing it for a little bit before. Alright, so maybe 1.5 hours to do that mission. So then, now we can start looking for another ship. So we go to the regional market. And then we could even buy another Camerat. So we already have the Camerat here, right? We go ship hangar, Camerat. Or maybe we could even just fit this one. Because if you ever wanted to replace it, you just go to the market, then you go ships, and then you go frigates. No, it's not a frigate. This is a destroyer. So it shows the ranks, I guess. Frigate, and then a destroyer, and then you want Caldari, and then there's your Camerat. So you just buy one of those for 900,000. But considering we already have one, and this is pretty much null and void since we have the new combat ship, go to ship fitting, and then we could go to the regional market. And then we're just going to want to type in a Salvager. And then I'll search up the Salvager module. So we just want the Salvager 1, because we can't use the Salvager 2 module. in order to use the Salvager 2 module, we're going to have to train for 17 days and 18 hours. So you don't need the Salvager 2 module. Salvager 1 module is pretty good because you could use it already. Yeah, we can use it. We just, Mechanics 2, it says we can't use it. Why? Because it's in the training queue? Not 100% sure. It says you have all the required skills to use this item. So why does it say Mechanics 3 is required? It says we need Salvaging 1. Maybe the starting race gives you something. But you do need a Survey 3, Mechanics 3, Salvaging 1 to be able to use this thing. So there's Summoning Station. We're in the main trading hub. We could just sort by price, and there's 109 being sold. So every single item is going to be available here. So maybe go with like 4 Salvagers or something, and then like 3 tractor beams. So that's like 160,000. I think the tractor beams will cost a bit more. So we go search in tractor, search in tractor, and then just a small tractor beam 1. So small tractor beam 2, in order to use that, you'd have to train for 4 days and 21 hours, so 5 days. It's not too bad. Science is used for other things, so you'd unlock this in the process of researching other things. Oh, and then maybe we could turn the music back on. It's just the just the combat music. There we go. So small tractor beam 1, those will do. They cost like 1 million each, so depending how much money you have, you could probably buy some of them. So let's just buy 3 of them. Just so we have 3 tractor beams. Or we could just buy 4. We could have like 4 salvagers and 4 tractor beams, maybe. Or these are turret. We could have 4 things. Yeah, we'll just go with like 3 tractor beams. So that'll be 3 million. Yeah, and then we'll just buy a comrade. So it's just the frigate ship. This one that you got from completing the career agents. So might as well just right click it. We'll have 2 copies of the ship. So there's one in the station for 829,000. Let's buy one. So then we could just fit this comrade from scratch. So we still have our combat one, and then we have our salvaging one. So we could pilot that thing and then fit it. So we just go to the inventory. So we could put the salvagers on here. So we should be able to put 4 salvagers. So we could just drag it onto the ship that also equips it into these spots. And then small tractor beam. Oh, they don't take up turret spots. Okay. So maybe we can go with like 4 tractor beams. Because that would be like the optimum setup probably. You just tractor everything into you and then your salvagers just salvage everything. Because tractor beams are super ridiculous. If you don't need to do any combat or anything. And then the smaller ship is going to let you travel faster. So if you can't afford the tractor beams, the salvagers are cheaper, I think, right? So you could fit your ship cheaper if you put more salvagers. You could even go with like 5 salvagers and 3 tractor beams or something. So we just want movement speed. So we just want to buy some afterburners. We just go after. If we just type in after, that should be enough. And 1MN afterburner 1. So I'll just sum at the station for 2,000. So usually they're at 20,000. So you could buy one of those ones. So those are like 20,000. Broker, no match found. Oh, somebody bought it already. Of course someone bought it. Someone mispriced it. Are you sure? Yes, we could. So 1 afterburner. And then maybe overdrives. Because they will increase your movement speed. Overdrive injector system 1. So they only cost like 10,000. So we don't need any armor or anything. We could just buy 2 of these. That would increase our movement speed. I'm not sure what else we could put in the other slots. So we already bought some override injectors. So we just equipped them to the ship and our ship will move faster. Afterburner, then our ship will move faster. And then that's basically it. Right? I mean, we could buy like a shield booster or something just in case something happens, but there's gonna be no enemies at the places we're going to find. So we just want the small shield booster. Small shield booster 1. They're only like 8,000. So you could just buy, buy one of those, buy the adaptive vulnerability shield. So you got the adaptive and vulnerability field 1. Yep, it costs like 100,000. So you don't need this because you're not going to be doing combat, but we're just trying to find something to fit onto these ships. Maybe we could fit on something to increase the targeting range or something. We'll look into those later, but this basically we just set up our salvaging ship and collecting ship from scratch. We have everything. Our inventory is clean. We have some inventory space. We might need more inventory space. Not too sure. The override speeds. If you go to the regional market and just buy some expanded cargo holds. We do have the tractor beams, so if we just buy expanded cargo hold 1s, expanded cargo hold 2, we can use them, I guess. Attributes. Requirements. So hull upgrades 2, mechanics 1. So you can use these. So expanded cargo hold 1 is good. They only cost 4,000. Although the expanded cargo hold 2 is a lot better. They cost 400,000. So we'll just buy 2 of these. They just basically increase the amount of stuff your ship can carry. So the budget one would be cargo hold 1, but we're just going to use the cargo hold 2. Because what's the difference? Attributes. Cargo capacity bonus 17.5%. And then cargo hold 2, cargo bonus 27.5%. Oh wow, okay. So by the cargo hold expander 2, it's definitely worth it, an extra 20% cargo space. And I think these overrides also reduce our cargo space, right? So if you look at our cargo space, 300 cargo space, 361 in cargo space, 425 cargo space. Then if we put the expanded cargo hold 2 on, it goes to 541 cargo space, then it goes to 690 cargo space. So there we go. We have our ship fit. So this ship costs 6 million to fit, mainly because of the tractor beams cost 1 million. So there's 4 million right there. And there's basically like 5 million. Well, yeah, most of it, all of it's just in the tractor beams and the expanded cargo holds. So now we have our ship fit. So what we could do now is try to find where the mission was. We could go start conversation. It seems to give more details about it. This was the location where we destroyed the ship, so we could set the destination here. It's 3 jumps away. Now we could leave the Jeddah trade hub. Hope that nobody destroys us just because. Now we undock from the station. Oh, there's the Ravens. There's some battleships. So eventually you will be able to fly the battleships. There's these things right here. So we're not going to stay too long. So we just jump through the Stargate. Now we could do the part about where we go collect everything from that mission that took us absolutely forever. I think this was a really long episode. I think we're fitting the ship and running level 2 missions, and I think that one we had to warp back to the dock all the time to heal up, but eventually the mission will be completed, and then eventually you'll have a combat ship, and then you'll have a salvaging ship. Then you still have your mining venture, which isn't really good. Eventually you'll want to work up to the other one, right? Because if we do the next jump here, we could look at the ship tree, maybe at the mining ships. Because I was looking, it only takes 7 days to train to a good mining ship. So that'd be another avenue to look into, right? If you were AFK, you didn't want to do combat missions because they take up all of your focus, because you have to target these ships and then warp into these ships, and then you have to destroy these ships. And if it's a hard mission, you have to warp and dock up. You have to dock up like 20 times. And then delivery missions, they're just clicking jump through the gate millions of times and going between the stations. They're good AFK things, but mining is better AFK things, because you just click the rock once and then you come back in 20 minutes. then you don't have to do anything for the 20 minutes. So mining is the ultimate AFK moneymaker. And then delivery missions is a really good kind of AFK, and then combat would be the number one moneymaker, except you have to be active attacking these ships all the time. So we jump through the gate. Let's look at the ship tree at the ore ships quickly. Or should we not worry about the ore ships? Well, we'll just do it. Quick view of it. So we could already showed you how to go to the ship tree. You go to the top left, you go to ship, then you go to ship tree. And I'll show you all of the ships in the game. And if you click on the ore ships, those are the mining ships. So the Venture, the mining frigate, you could fly that. And the mining barge, the Procurer. So if we right click it, we say show info, says total training time 8 days basically, so 7 days, 20 hours. So we need industry. So when we're training industry, it'll be working towards the mining ship. And when we're training astrogeology for exploration, it'll be training towards the mining ship and then the mining frigate. So if we were getting into industry, most of the training is just the industry skill anyways, which you need for manufacturing. So considering that, if you were going into industry for some reason, all you would really do is just train up industry, and then basically your mining ship would be all trained up.
Warp drive active.
So now we arrived at the location. So this should be the pocket space we reached where we destroyed all those enemies. So now hopefully there shouldn't be any enemies here to destroy our ship. So it's just this mission that we were doing before, the exact same one. So we would warp here, and then the acceleration gauge should be here. Yep, perfect. So we'll just end the clip. We'll see how long it is and we'll do another clip. Holy jeez, it's like a 40-minute episode, so are we gonna split it up or just do it really long? I guess we did do really long episodes. It would make more sense to just make the one episode, and then you wouldn't have to worry about uploading 2 episodes. You just leave it for the 2 hours, whatever it is. So here's all these ships that we destroyed. Now we could actually loot them and salvage them and tractor beam all of them. So we could just loot on or lock on to all the targets. We know there's no enemy ships here. We know most of these are actually bigger class ships. So we could lock on to the wreck. We could hit the small tractor beam. Range within 20 kilometers. So we could target him. He's within 20 kilometers. We could target another ship. We could target another wreck. And we could target another one. And our tractor beams are bringing the wrecks towards our ship, right? If we zoom out, we can see all of the wrecks are being tractor beamed towards our ship. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So you don't even have to move. All you have to do is fly to these ships because they're a bit out of range. So now all of the wrecks are right beside you. So we could loot the wrecks. Yeah, open cargo. See if there's 13,000. So we looted him. And so let's just loot all the wrecks that we tractor beams. There's 100,000. And we can loot you. See, you didn't have anything. Alright, so this guy had something. You could always look in the overview here to see what has loot. It would be the shaded end square. So this one has loot. It's right beside us. We're tractor beaming it. Open the cargo. Oh, 4.26 million. So there we go. Your first real payday. 4.26 million just in the one Harplast or something. Wow. So there we go. You got paid. Yeah, payday for coming back here to loot everything. So now we could start salvaging. So we could disable the tractor beams. Everything's close to us. So we could start trying to salvage the wrecks. Maybe just send 1 or 2 salvagers on the different wrecks. We sent 2 salvagers here because they fail usually. Although I guess we could just send 1 salvager on each of the wrecks. So we successfully salvaged that wreck. So maybe we didn't get anything. So this one's over here. We can tractor beam this wreck. We can start locking onto the other wrecks within 20 kilometers. And then after we could just burn towards the other wrecks to start tractor beaming them in. So we salvaged everything. So they gave us 41,000 worth of loot. So these are the things you salvage off of wrecks. Tripped power circuit. You salvage other things too. Yeah, we salvaged that. We got something. Cool. Oh, so here's how after a long mission you can go back and get some more loot. So these guys don't have any loot in them, right? So they're just basically salvage material. So you just salvage within 10 kilometers, I think. 5,000 kilometers. So your loot has to be really close to you. And then you just try to salvage the cruiser wrecks and then see what you get. Tractor beams. Well, we could keep them tractored. Then we can start burning towards the other wrecks, right? You just double click it in your overview and then you start flying towards it. So all of those have been looted and salvaged. We could even turn on the afterburners to increase our speed even further. And then once they're within 20 kilometers, we could just tractor beam in the wrecks as we go towards the other wrecks. 26 kilometers. So it started burning towards this wreck that's farther away then. Yeah, and you could just be flying through space and then all the loot, it's coming towards your ship anyways. So we're pretty much within 20 kilometers of everything. It's just this one ship that's out of range, so we could basically start heading towards it and stop moving, I guess. So we just chill out here in space. And then you had loot, so in the overview, we just open the cargo, 50,000. And you can see these don't have loot, we could just salvage them, they're within range. We just need to tractor beam the other wrecks that are all out there. There we go. Alright, this one we don't even have it locked on. So lock on you and then tractor beam you over here. And everything's all fine and dandy. So we just have to loot these 3 wrecks here and salvage them, and then we're pretty much done the mission. And we got a big huge payload from the loot and then salvaging and then everything. Probably good. So 1.4k, he didn't have anything. So 1.4k, he didn't have anything. That's still way over there. So you just basically salvage these wrecks here with these salvagers. See if they give you anything, and then when we open up this loot here, see if he another 3.1 million. So it is good coming back to loot these missions. You can see it is worth it. Level 1 missions not so much because they're just frigate wrecks, but cruiser wrecks, they're actually alright. So we made 8 million. So we could say we did this mission, we got the loyalty points, we got the rewards, we got these standings, and then also if we lost our carousel, our ship that we had, if we go to personal assets, so we just put our ship in the station that the agent was in. That's right. So you go to personal assets and then you go to see where your ship is, your carousel. And then you'd set your destination for there to meet up there, and then you go pick up your carousel and then go complete the mission. So we'll just come back when we're it's just one jump away. So it's pretty sick, right? Everything that's out in space, you could go loot it and salvage it, and then eventually make bank. So we should just throw this all into a station, and then get somebody to pick it up later, so we're not flying around with 8 million worth of stuff in your inventory. Yeah, then we should just be docking at the agent's station, right? That's where we dropped off the ship, and then we picked up the shuttle to go to Jeddah to create our salvaging ship. So we just go to the inventory, and then because we could just send somebody to pick everything up later, right? He's just a salvager. He just goes and salvages and collects all the loot at the end of the thing. Then I guess the comrade, he got some loot too, right? We didn't count that really. He got like 100,000. So that could all go in the inventory item hanger. So we just want to keep the missiles. Oh, we're almost out of missiles. So we're going to have to restock missiles. So if we go to the ship hanger, this guy, we emptied his inventory. So he's always going to be here with our salvaging and collecting. So basically just if you're in a mission, you don't fly around in your carousel because it flies so slow, right? And you don't have any salvagers, you don't have any tractor beams. So this thing, you just fly within 20 kilometers, and then you just tractor everything towards you, and then you don't have to fly towards every single loot. You can just salvage them for that little bit of extra money. And this thing flies really quick. And this thing would be for combat, for actually doing the combat missions. So I wouldn't use the salvaging ship on like a really easy mission, because you don't want to be salvaging frigates and everything. Basically just those really hard missions. And then you just have this thing here. So we do need more missiles, right? We're out of missiles. We started with 2,000 of them. If we view market details, maybe we could find some close by. Oh, station. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. 14.5k. It seems like an alright price. It's in the system. Don't buy that one. Make sure it is in the station that you're sitting in. So considering we went through 2,000 missiles so quickly, maybe we'll just buy 4,000 missiles. So that should last us a while. And then if we need to buy more missiles, we could always find them at any station. So now we just bring the missiles to the hangar. We could stack all to organize the inventory. And then there's our Infernal Light missiles. So now our carousel's ready to go. Eventually we'll be on level 3 missions. We just need a bigger ship, right? We're still training our missile skills, and then tomorrow we're gonna have to start training something else. Maybe the battleship, because if we made so much money on that one mission, and we were able to build this ship for making like 10 million or something, and then the loyalty points, right? Because how many loyalty points do we have saved up in the calculator? Well, you just add 2,000 to it, right? But I guess it's so high, 470 times, because on average, every loyalty point is worth 2,000 if you trade it in. Because we do have like 32 million worth of loyalty points, as well as this, as well as the stuff we looted. So pretty soon we'll be able to fly the bigger battleship. If we go to the ship tree, pretty soon we'll be able to fly this, because right now if we go to Caldari State, we started in the Ibis. So the Ibis is actually just a corvette, so it's not actually a frigate. And then we got the Heron. Yes, all the Merlin. I don't know if we were flying the Merlin. Maybe we were. Maybe we skipped flying the Merlin. And then the Heron, we were flying him for delivery missions, and he could do level 1 combat maybe, but the Comrade's good for level 1 combat, and then he's good for salvaging too, so he's a good salvager. And then we got the Carousel, so he's good for level 1 and level 2 combat missions. And then the battle cruiser, eventually we'll be able to get the Drake. We just need to save up 40 million to be able to buy it. And then maybe it won't even be too expensive to fit it. Maybe we just need to save up 40 million, and then level 3 missions should be easy to do.